What is happening, guys? Welcome back to another video, and I'm very excited about this video because we're going to be taking a look at more Transformer figures because it's the month of June. That is the month of Transformer figures, and I'm very excited to be taking a look at this one. Now, if you guys remember the last video that we did, we took a look at the Coronation Gear Starscream figure that we got. And I think that this is an awesome figure. It was so cool. So hopefully you guys did check this guy out because I think that he did. He's an awesome figure. To go along with that, I teased what we were going to be looking at for this week's video. And you can kind of see him right here. We are taking a look at his counterpart for the scene in general. This is the Galvatron figure from Transformers. Now this is from like the Legacy Wave. Don't know what the Legacy Wave is. I think it's just like a bunch of characters or stuff. I'm going to be honest, I don't know anything about these different waves, but I do see a lot of different types of characters on here, so I'm assuming it's just kind of like a thing just to get other characters. I don't know. I don't know what the waves mean, but this is based off the Legacy Wave. This is one of like the deluxe figures or whatever, the leader class figures, I believe. And this originally went for $55. I was not paying that, but it went down to $27, which is actually kind of cool. And I've actually went back to that Walmart and saw it for $22. So it's going down pretty well. And I'm very glad that I did pick mine up because I've been wanting this figure for a bit from this wave specifically. Also, I really wanted Blitzwing as well. But I think I might get the Bumblebee movie version, but the original version actually does look really cool too. But sadly, that was no longer in the discount aisle, so I missed out on that one. But I'm so glad that I got Galvatron because now my little Starscream can actually have his buddy.
Coronation Starscream? This is bad comedy.
I wouldn't call him buddy for the scene that they're both in together, but we have this figure. I'm very excited to be taking a look at this. Of course, we're going to actually look at the box because I did keep the box for this one. And I got this figure like not even like a week ago. I got this figure a couple of days ago, and I'm very happy with it. That's all I'm going to say. So we're going to get straight into this. We're going to take a look at the figure itself. And yeah, that's pretty much usually what we do here. So let's get into it. So, taking a look at Galvatron's box, I really do love this artwork. You have a nice image of Galvatron right here with his alternate mode right there, which we'll be taking a look at, of course. It says Galvatron Transformers Legacy. This is a leader class figure, so I believe that just means they're bigger than normal Transformer figures, and which makes them cost a little bit more, which explains the $55 price range. Thankfully, I got it for only $27, so I'm very happy about that. It's got Transformers on the side, some stuff right here, another image of Galvatron right here with his alternate mode. Do like how it kind of curves in. I do like that. It's got a flat surface on this side, then it kind of curves in like kind of twice because you got this part right here, and then it just boom. I think that's really dope. Got Legacy right there at the top. Got another Transformer right here. I do not know these Transformers. I know him, I just don't remember the name. And then you got the rest of these guys as well. But I think they're all really cool. Some stuff about the figure as well. And a little QR code, which I don't care about like at all. And that's pretty much it. So taking a look at the actual figure, it's interesting. Now, not to kind of compare sizes, though, but I do like how the instruction booklet is just massive. It's not a regular fold-out, kind of like how this one is, where it just kind of folds out one way. This one goes full map mode, so it kind of does fold out like 100%. And it just shows you the transformation that you can do, which I think is really cool. You got a nice image of Galvatron right there. Really do like that. But you can kind of see just like the big size difference between the instructions. So I think that I just found that interesting. Bringing this back in, wowzers, this is a very interesting mode. So as far as I can tell, I think it might be accurate to an extent. I think the only thing that they did differently was, of course, a huge amount of mechanical detail. It's an interesting mode, to say the least. I don't know what to think of it, really. I think the best thing that I could say about it is that it looks super cool. Definitely don't think I would have it on my shelf like this. I think that's kind of like the only downfall for this alternate mode. And to be honest, even if it was a good vehicle mode, I usually don't have my Transformers like, built in their like car forms. Of course, I just want them in the robot mode, so I just feel like that's where it counts. So honestly, I really do like this thing for what it is. It's a blaster cannon, and it looks really cool. I love just the detailing that it has on it, and it does kind of look like a jumbled mess, and it kind of, you can kind of tell what it is supposed to look like. I think the most ugliest parts is this chest piece and maybe this gap right here. But I don't know, I really do like it. What I do love about this thing is that I can pretty much hold it like a blaster. I think that's just silly to me, and that's basically it. So it does have some posability to it. There's not really much. I mean, these little pieces can kind of move, but I don't think they're supposed to. They do have wheels at the bottom though, so if you have this figure on like some hard surface or maybe some carpet, it does kind of roll. It doesn't like full on go like a car, but I mean, if you want to like slightly move it around, I think it works really well. There's also a hinge joint right here as well, which can make it look up that high and down that far, which is not a lot, but it's kind of cool when you're trying to like, if you have a giant imagination and you're doing some like playtime with this thing, I think the movability of the cannon is really cool. That someone's like up in the air, you could just like stuff like that. I love this orange piece. It's so weird. Galvatron's whole design is just odd to me, but it's so cool. They completely butchered it in Age of Extinction though, but hey, whatever. So this is the mode. I don't know what else to talk about it. I do really like it. I think the weirdest parts, of course, are this chest piece. Maybe the matrix of leadership being right here as well. I don't know what that's about. Again, I have not watched the movie of the original G1 cartoon. So I only know that I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that Megatron, it was a big fight. Megatron and Optimus Prime fought each other. And Megatron fell and basically kind of died, I guess, but was brought back to life, and he transformed into this newer look, which is supposed to be, I guess, a more powerful look, and that is Galvatron. So that's probably the shittiest way to actually explain it, but that's kind of what I think happens. If my Transformer lore brain has remembered well. So yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, there's not much else to look at this figure. It looks decent. I really do like it. I think it's fun. You might not think it's fun, but I think it's suitable. So now we're gonna be doing our transformation, which honestly, transforming this thing is pretty fun. Maybe not fun to watch, but hey, I'm gonna try my best. So hopefully you guys do stick around after this horrible filming transformation. So the transformation is not bad at all. I actually really do like how the transformation comes out. On camera, it was very challenging for some reason. I could not get this whole chest piece to kind of attach, and it's just kind of difficult to do it on camera anyways. So I was just kind of struggling a little bit, but hopefully it was interesting to look at. But yeah, I think it was a pretty fun transformation process. So you do see that I did take out two of the little things, which are these things, which, to be honest, there's like a lot of parts forming to do with this transformation. Mostly just the ion blaster. You know, you got to take these pieces off, and of course you got to take off the matrix of leadership itself, which is a cool accessory. We'll take a look at those in a second, but this whole figure looks awesome. So moving him to just the side, just a tiny bit, we're going to take a look at these things. So these things kind of just went on to the actual robot mode, which made it look a little bit more fuller, I guess. But it also does have another purpose as well. If you do put these two together, like so, you just kind of got to put the tabs into where they're supposed to go. And boom, there you go. It's basically another blaster. That's basically how they advertise it on the instructions. You just place one of these little pegs into his hands like so, and there you go. He has a blaster, which again, I don't know if this is accurate or not, but hey, he has a blaster now. I think it looks cool for what it is. And I actually do like how they tried and implement some of these extra parts as something important. So it's cool that it is a blaster. And if you don't want this in his hand at all, but don't have anywhere to store them, he does. So you pretty much saw on the transformation, you do put these in. You use the little tabs here, which are at the bottom, which took me a minute to actually realize what that was for, but you pretty much just put them in like this and slide them in like so. Same with the other side as well. And there you go. It makes them look maybe just a little bit more fuller. So I think that's pretty cool. I don't know if I'll display them like this, but it looks cool. And of course it comes with the matrix of leadership, which is on this very nice kind of plastic looking cane as well. If you are wondering, yes, you can remove it, which I think is really, really cool. It just hooks on with a peg right here. The painting on it is very nice. I think my only complaint is that, I don't know, maybe it should be gold, maybe, I think. But I just don't like the blue because it just makes it look kind of, I don't know, cheap. But you pretty much just tab that back into the actual chain. You wrap this around his neck, and there you go. It loosely stays on there. Now you could tab it into the tab right here, just like it is in the robot mode. But doing that just kind of makes it look a little awkward. Just doesn't look right at all. So if you want it to stay secure, maybe that's an option, but for me, just kind of having it droop down like this, and the instructions tell you to pretty much do it like this, is a whole lot of a better choice to do it. But yeah, it is pretty cool. He does come with his signature wrist cannon, which I think is really, really cool. Very nice looking. I do like the pop of orange that he does have with it, this whole like barrel part. I think it's very, very cool. There is a hole right here, so if you did have like little accessory pieces, you can, put them in there if you want. But I think it's really cool. So the overall design of this figure, I think, just rocks. This is so cool. I said this with the Starscream figure, that it has that feel. Like, it's 100% G1, but of course you have all this panel lining, these details that did not show up in the cartoon, but it makes it look a little bit more realistic, I guess, which I really do like. I really do like how they did that with some of their figures. I think it's just really, really cool than just like a standard design for the figure, I guess. But it's still really dope. Really do like this transformation mode. Again, I really do like it. It looks like they put a lot of thought into this mode in particular. Not with these little parts though. I don't really care to have those parts anywhere. I'll just kind of put them in storage, but just him by himself just looks so cool. Like I was saying, I think it just feels like they had a little bit more they really cared about this mode. The canon mode was, it feels like it was more of like a maybe a second thought, but they really wanted to get that basic shape down. So I feel like there was pretty much a good amount of time spent on this figure because I'm very happy with how this figure looks. I'm very happy with the paintwork, the sculpting. It's very nice looking, and I just love the posability as well. So the posability I really do enjoy. So getting this guy just a tad bit closer. Sorry if I'm messing with your eyes here. Got to get the camera adjusted. So he does have some swivel at the head. He can look up that far and down that far, so it's not that much. And the head is also just, can kind of go rock back and forth. He does have some movement at the arm, which can pretty much move out to about that far. He can do a full rotation as well. He does have a swivel at the bicep, and he does have a nice, I believe that would be a double bend at the elbow, which is cool. He does have a swivel at the wrist, which the wrist can also go inwards as well, but of course that is for the transformation. I guess if you want to count this, he does kind of have more down to his arm, which can make it go up about that far if you detach this. So if you need his arm to go way up, just detach this part from the actual body if you want some more range of posability, but I don't think I'd be doing that, but you can if you want. He does have a swivel at the waist, which is very nice. I really do like that. He does have a pretty nice spread at the legs here. Can kick forward about that far and can go back really far, which I really do like. He has a swivel at the thigh area, and he has a nice single bend at the knee. He also has some not up and down at the foot, but he does have a pretty good pivot. And if you really want that pivot to go further, you just kind of detach that part, but that just makes it look like he broke his leg. But I really do like the amount of pivot that he does have. I think that's really, really cool. So posability on this guy, it's not bad. Honestly, I really have fun with this figure. I've been messing around with him for a couple days now, and I've just been having a lot of fun with him, mainly just because it's a new Transformer figure, but it's really cool looking. I do like, the overall look of it. The kibble is pretty decent. The only big parts about it are the treads at the arms, and I don't know if that's like movie accurate or not, so I don't know. Maybe, this whole back part as well, but honestly, nothing really bothers me with this figure. I love it overall. I love his little accessories. The parts, the almost parts forming really doesn't bother me at all. And yeah, I think it just looks really, really cool. So that's pretty much all I have to talk about with this guy. He's so much fun. I really do love the purple and the gray. I think that those two colors combine very well with the highlights of black. And I really do love those little beady red eyes. And I love the orange cannon barrel. I think that just makes the figure pop and make it look very toyetic, which I'm pretty sure that's what they were going for when they designed this figure. And of course, I could not show these two not with each other. They both look so cool together. I am definitely going to be displaying these guys side by side and doing some kind of scene like this because it just looks cool, and I just think they fit together so nicely. I feel like that Starscream might be a little too modern in some places, which makes, I don't know, maybe Galvatron look a little bit more cartoony than Starscream, but other than that, I mean, I think they work together very nicely. But this is just so cool. I love this. I absolutely love how this throne pretty much fits Galvatron perfectly, and doesn't really with Starscream. I think that's hilarious, but damn, this looks so good. This throne really fits him. I think the purple might clash with each other a little too much, but dang, that just looks so cool. I am very tempted to display him on the throne like this. Here he is next to the Bumblebee Studio Series Optimus Prime. They look pretty decent together. I feel like that Optimus is a little too movie looking, but they're pretty decent. That's pretty much how tall they are. And as per usual, I like to throw in maybe a character I'm going to be reviewing soon, so stay tuned for this figure. But I really do like how these two look together. It'd be kind of cool to have a G1 style, not masterpiece Transformer figure to go with, to kind of go with these guys. But this is not a bad combo. So overall, I think that this Galvatron is amazing, worth the money that I got him for. Maybe not the 55, but the 20, I think definitely is worth it for this guy. So if you can find this dude on sale, I would highly suggest picking this guy up because he is so much fun to mess around with. He feels very nice as well. Getting into pose with the ankles is not really the funnest part because, you know, he doesn't have an ankle that goes in and out or has that much, you know, posability to it. He just pretty much has that. But once you kind of, you know, get around that, I think it looks awesome. This Galvatron is so cool looking, especially if you have the Starscream figure. Then I think that just both of them look so cool. And that is pretty much it. So let's wrap this video up and get on to our scoring for this figure. All right, so that is the entire review. Honestly, I am very happy with this thing. This alternate mode is so stupid, but I love it. It's so odd looking. I love it. It's so cool. I love the tank. It's not a tank, but it's cool. I don't know what it is. I think it's just cool. The irregular figure mode looks amazing. It's so cool looking. I honestly don't know any flaws that I can say with the whole robot mode. I think it looks awesome. There is some killable parts on there, but that really doesn't bother me at all. It looks fine to me. There's really not any joints that make it feel loose. It feels nice and fine. Same with this mode too. I think the most annoying part is just maybe this part, but honestly, that doesn't even bother me like at all. That's just more of a just trying to find something that might bother me. Both modes I think are awesome. I think this stupid mode is awesome. The original look for the figure looks awesome. All of it is so cool. So I'm very pleased with how this figure looks. I think it passes everything. I think maybe the transformation, it's fine. It's not bad. I think the only part that I did struggle with was probably the head parts, getting the head into here. But yeah, after a bit, it does get pretty easy. It's a very simple mode to actually do, so I'm very happy about that. But I think that's pretty much it for this video. So giving my score on this little stupid thing, I think that a nice solid 4.9 out of 5 is a perfect score. This is near perfect. I absolutely love this thing. Maybe there's a couple things that you can nitpick about, but I absolutely love it. I love the feel of it. I love the transformation. I love the robot mode. I love this stupid cannon mode. It's just so cool. I love the details on this thing. I think it looks awesome. Again, like I said with the Starscream, it looks like 100% G1 with just updated looks, some panel lines and some mechanical detailing here and there to make it look a little bit more modern, but also making it look like the G1 looks. So I'm very happy with this thing. So that's pretty much it. We're going to be taking a look at more Transformer figures. What is it? I believe this video is coming out Friday. So Monday, we're going to be taking a look at another one. And I'm very excited for that one because that one has been one that I have been needing to review on this channel. So I am very excited. I am very, I'm excited for this whole month because I'm in a huge Transformer mode. I recently, as of right now, I would have completed all the Transformer movies. But as of right now, I've only gotten to Bumblebee. So I've watched from the very first Transformer to Bumblebee. And it's been a fun trip watching these movies. And I cannot wait to finish it off tomorrow with Rise of the Beasts. Currently, as you guys are probably watching this, it is my second day at Fan Expo. So I'm hoping that it's going very well. I really do hope I'm having some probably 2 vlogs up on the channel or maybe coming soon of the experience because I am very excited to be attending there and it's going to be so fun. But that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got to say. I'll see you guys in the next one.